From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
A little more of that December chill in the air today after the 60s of yesterday. We're at least back to normal for one day today. It's a nice sunny look all the same. As we look from Jinx, 45 degrees. And there's a little bit of wind chill factor. North winds have been pretty gusty the last few hours. Now, the good news is by late in the afternoon, especially this evening, those wind speeds will be a lot lighter. Just kind of breezy the next few hours. The low relative humidity dew points are very, very low, so there's a little bit of a static shock factor out there. And there actually is a slight elevated fire risk for the next couple of hours until those wind speeds come down. So for any outdoor burns that you might have had planned, use some caution with those this afternoon. Temperatures, though, struggling to warm up. Coffeyville, Veneta, 43. Again, mid-40s here in Tulsa. Southeastern Oklahoma, south of I-40, McAllister, Wilburton, you're already into the low 50s. But compared to this time yesterday, most of us are running at or even more than 10 degrees chillier than we were at lunchtime on Sunday. Pretty interesting as you look at temperatures across the country. You can kind of tell because of where that front that kind of slid through here last night. That's why the winds have picked back up today, where the influences of that front is from north to south here. Kansas City 30s, Tulsa 40s, Texas in the 60s. Speaking of which, look at the temperatures in the northeast United States. Washington, D.C., New York City, Boston are all significantly warmer than we are today. That's where there's been a very powerful storm system the last couple of days. Basically a nor'easter. It just hasn't produced a ton of winter weather on the East Coast because of how warm it is. It is on the backside of that storm system today, producing snows around the Great Lakes and the portions of Ohio. That system caused a lot of issues the last day or two up the East Coast. As we take a look at the big picture, that system starts to move away. As that happens, it kind of pulls the cold air away with it. And so once we head further into this week, we're going to go back into a pattern where, like a lot of this month has had across the country, the really cold air just gets sucked way back up to the north, and we're not really influenced by any of that. Here's our next storm system or systems taking shape late in the week. By Thursday into Friday, upper level low, still off the west coast of the United States, but energy out ahead of it produces some shower chances Thursday night into Friday. That starts kicking out to the east over the weekend, and then another system comes in behind it as we head into this extended Christmas weekend, and that one could produce some additional rain chances from Christmas Eve Sunday into Christmas Day Monday. This is where there's a little bit of uncertainty as far as the timing of these systems. You know, 1, 2, 3 systems kind of lined up here, how well they time out, how quickly or not quickly they move through, specifically for Christmas Day, because right now we're looking towards potentially wet weather for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but that could change. So right now, I will say this, if you're hoping for a white Christmas, that's not going to happen. We're going to be well above normal. Low 60s on Christmas Eve. Again, showers are a pretty good bet. Christmas Day, also kind of similar temperatures, but again, that could be subject to change depending on the timing of those systems. Christmas Day, there's a chance it could be drier and maybe a little bit chillier. We'll see how that pans out over the next several days. Now, everyone wants to get those details on the holiday forecast, but back to today. Upper 40s north, low 50s south. Again, a chilly day, but a December-like day. Tomorrow morning will be a frigid start. We're going to drop into the 20s, some low 20s north of Tulsa. Tomorrow afternoon, south winds kicking back in. We're in the low to mid 50s. There'll be a bit of a fire spread risk tomorrow with gusty winds and very low humidity, so keep that in mind. Wednesday, Thursday, we're back in the low 60s, back well above normal, gusty south winds. There's that first system Thursday night and Friday morning. Scattered showers look like a pretty good bet. Thankfully, no severe weather. And then we're watching that second system over the weekend that looks like it produces some more rain around Christmas Eve.